Hi. So I just decided to make a video because I'm blonde now and it's super exciting and I really love it and I really love how it turned out. So I have been going down like a little internet rabbit hole, or not necessarily an internet rabbit hole, but I've been watching videos about Stranger Things and Sydney Sweeney. And wow, just like wow, like what like hot button like topics these are right now, because just so much controversy is happening and it's so fascinating. So Netflix are some shady bitches because they literally made a documentary just exposing the fact that these creators of this series had no idea what they were doing for this final season. And honestly, I have to just say, like, I was actually someone who didn't even mind Stranger Things 5 that much. Like, I really enjoyed it. I have been seeing all the critiques of it, so I understand why people are so angry. But it's just kind of blowing my mind how like just the entertainment landscape right now is just very, very messy and like very, very chaotic. Like, I never in a million years like would have ever expected like things to get this chaotic, because we're just starting to see how like these TV shows and these and all of this stuff is becoming like what is the word? It's becoming, okay, really, the best word I can describe it is prophetic. I think that we're witnessing like one of the most like tensions filled, or one of the most turbulent like times in our American history. Like, I'm sorry, like this could lead to like a civil war. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, the country is a very, very divided right now, and for good reason, because there are innocent people being killed at the hands of ICE, and there is just like a whole lot of like fucked up shit that's like going on. And like there's like things going on with like Bezos and these tech companies, and like, oh, and we're finding out that like Sydney Sweeney is like married to or is dating Scooter Braun, like, and apparently has got photographed with like an Israeli hostage. And I just don't even know what's going on anymore. Like, it's fucking chaotic, okay? It's really, really chaotic. And the odd thing is that Sydney Sweeney's most recent movie release is actually a really, like, it's a box office hit. Let me just make a point that Amanda Seyfried is also is also one of the stars of that movie, and that actress has been working her butt off for years and years and years, so she certainly deserves a victory. And I believe that she actually has another movie coming out soon, and it's a musical, and I will be watching it. I will be watching it, and I still want to watch The Housemaid, if not for Amanda Seyfried alone. And honestly, let's just talking about Sydney Sweeney, like, if I want to bring a more nuanced conversation in there, I've been watching Sydney Sweeney since she was in like a Netflix series, Everything Sucks, and she played a queer character in that show. And I do remember something about that series that I remember really loving that show. And like, I don't know, I remember just Sydney Sweeney like taking these roles that were different. I love how everybody is pointing to the fact that she was in The Handmaid's Tale and she played like her character, like her career was just like on a very different trajectory than it is now. And it's like, especially when you look at all this stuff that's going on with like Nicki Minaj, and like, I've been seeing videos of people comparing like the Nicki Minaj situation to like the movie Get Out, and people are thinking that she got brainwashed or something. And I honestly, I don't even know. Like, I I wouldn't put it past these governments anymore. Like, I mean, Nicki Minaj has always been somebody who I think has had like her, but Nicki Minaj was on RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, Nicki Minaj has like had various moments where she's like spoken out for the queer community, the LGBTQ community. I think there's even been a few moments where she's like, where she has, I mean, not now, obviously, but I'm pretty sure the trans community was another thing that was factored into that, into her, into things that she would speak on in a positive way, and that she would be like the barbs, like all barbs of any kind, So Nicki Minaj is done. The Grammys is making. I just saw something that like a bunch of people at the Grammys are like making comments about her. I didn't watch the Grammys. I love that Bad Bunny won. Good for him. I love how all these celebrities are speaking out against ICE, but sometimes I do feel like it's a little performative. I think it's very easy for them to just be like, fuck ICE. I have to check in and see if they're actually being like consistent with their politics, but it's not an easy thing to be like, because sometimes you do just have a busy life where you're focused on your creations and you're focused on whatever, that you start to forget that like, oh no, you need to also care about what's going on in the world and make sure you're educating yourself and whatnot. I am someone that's a student right now, so there's certainly moments where I like forget, or not forget, but I'm like, I start to move away from politics, and I don't know, it's just, as someone who is like, I'm making this video right now and I don't want this to be another video that I like don't post, because there's no reason for that. Like, I want to share my voice with the world, and